first half might have been the biggest disparity in time of possession you guys have faced this season. Is that, just comment on the challenge that presents when you're dealing with rotating personnel, particularly in the secondary where you're already thin, and just what can you use from this game going forward in such a situation?
Yeah, most of it, part of it is we're not getting ourselves off the field on limited number of plays. Like I just said, we got some third down opportunities that are there. Now, a couple of them are third and shorts. They're going to convert the majority of those. And then offensively, whether we were punting or whether we were scoring, we never had very many plays in the series. I think one time we had a 3-and-out touchdown. Maybe had 2 of those in the first half. Those are good. I mean, you got the touchdown, heck, you take it. But as far as making adjustments on the sideline and those type things, it makes it difficult if you're 3-and-out. But I did not realize how distorted it was until I came back up in the press box and saw the halftime stats, because it didn't seem like it was that much. We're outscoring them and we're keeping them off the board, so you really don't notice it. And frankly, from a conditioning standpoint, it hasn't bothered us at all. It does concern me a little bit in the secondary. We're getting dinged up. We've gotten down now to where we've got 6 to play 4. And those 4 deep guys. It's hurt our dime package a little bit with losing Josh. But every week that we have to get it cleaned up without him, players are getting better and better at what they're doing. So far it has not been an issue. As long as you're scoring points, it doesn't matter.
What's Nosa been giving you here these last few weeks, moving inside and out?
He kind of moved into that starting role about 3 games ago. He's just been a lot more consistent than everybody else. And it hadn't been that they're playing poorly. But he's a little undersized for in there, but technique-wise, he's very good. Assignment-wise, he's always there where he's supposed to be. And he just was playing and performing and getting a little bit better production, so he earned that starting spot. He's played very solid for us.
How valuable is a guy like that? Because he also stepped out and played some in last night too. Having a guy that can do both those things.
Oh yeah, that helps a lot. Kenny Carter's done the same thing. Nosa's really, I think, had an outstanding year.
Looked like Carter played pretty well last night.
I'm sorry.
Ken Carter.
Yeah,
Like he played pretty well.
I think he did have a good game. And one guy that didn't show up real big in the stats, but I thought played extremely physical up front was Blackson. You got what you call terminators and you got determinators. A lot of times he was the determinator. He kind of forced the play to end up where it was with penetration and disruption. Didn't have a lot of sexy stats, but he played really good inside.
As the success of this team in the red zone just continue. Is there anything that you've been able to, over the course of the season, to put your finger on why that is, why they play so well?
I really can't say of any one thing. I think probably, you have to go back. These players have played in pressure situations. They've played pretty well every week. Come from behind wins, red zone defense. Third down defense was not good the other night, but it has been. We've been in some situations where we get long drives and end up stepping up and making a play. So when the back's against the wall, they've played with a lot of poise and toughness. I think that's part of it. We do spend a lot of time in the red zone in practice and on goal line. We put probably 20 minutes a week on plays inside the 12-yard line. And I think what that does, it gives a player a little bit more feeling of confidence when they're in that situation that they can handle it. And that field zone is you don't want to be there very often, but that can be an advantage to you when you limit that field, and players learn how to use that to their advantage.
What's your reaction as a coach when you hear television commentators kind of calling out player for faking an injury or something like that? Because that was kind of a big storyline after Swain went down.
I don't know. I don't pay much attention to it. I think the time on ESPN now. So who knows? That's just sports is a different thing now. College football is one of the biggest industries in America now, and there are a lot of people making a living off of it that are not players or coaches. So, that's what you're going to have, and it's just part of it. The ever-growing audience, bigger stadiums. You got to realize about 40% of them they're not football players and they never played the game, and they're there for entertainment. So, I haven't paid much attention to it.
Ellis, I know Jonathan Ford was dealing with a family emergency last week. When was it determined he was going to make the trip, and then is that situation cleared up now? Or
I don't know a lot about the situation. His mom was very sick, and he got to go home and visit her. He missed some practice, but he got back and was able to travel with the team. And, hopefully that's a source of support for him and comfort for him to be back here with his friends. And we're keeping his family in prayer and hoping his mom's gonna continue to do better.
So it's still in the hospital?
I don't know.
Couple more?